It says I'm live. This is going to be a love and relationship reading for Aries people that are in relationships. I know it's not always so black and white with relationships, but this is basically for those of you that where you feel very connected to someone, or you are connected to someone. You are maybe married, you may live together, you may have been together for a few months, but basically you're involved with someone. Okay, so this month, I'm going to break it up in the 4 weeks of September, and I'm going to timestamp them down below so that you can skip ahead or skip back, however you choose. That way you can just write over all of the shuffling and me rambling. So I'm going to use 3 decks, the White Rabbit Lenormand, the Astrological Oracle Cards, and as always, I'm using the Spiral Tarot. And so we'll just see what comes out for you. This is for Aries rising, Sun, Moon, Mars, Venus, and also for those of you that are interested in Aries or involved with an Aries, rather. Okay, because of buffering, I still haven't received my new computer yet, but at least the next button came back where I'm able to be on here. Just in case it gets blurry, I'd rather have it angled down at the cards instead of my face. There goes my dog. Right. Hello? Hey, I'm live.
Oh.
Yeah, you're on here live. If you want to take him out on a walk.
Okay.
Oh, you got dropped off by the school bus here?
Was I supposed to come here?
No, you were supposed to go to Casita Park. So
well, he didn't show up at Casita Park, so I don't know if he knows it.
Hey, honey, you're live. So
okay.
How about you grab your phone, take the dog's leash, go for a quick walk, and call him up.
My phone's out of battery.
Then use my phone. It's over there on the table.
Bye, people. Sorry.
Take Ozzy with you.
Okay.
And then drop him off when you're done. Oh, sorry, you guys. That was my daughter. She wasn't supposed to come here after school today. She was supposed to go to her dad, but I guess she forgot. Hello again. Are you leaving? Oh, are you saying goodbye to my daughter or me? Okay, sorry. That's the only problem with going live. I can't really shut it off unless I want to have a very short part 1. Okay. Here's your 4 weeks, and I'll show them to you after I pick them. Okay. All right. Ah, got it. I figured. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Wow, you guys. Oh, and look, you got an upside down card. That almost never happens. I don't shuffle the cards that way. Okay. This is probably going to be a really interesting reading. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, the High Priestess, major arcana. The Two of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles upside down, which we'll get into. So let me go ahead and pick the clarifiers for your first week of September and see what we can get out of these. Why did I pick this one up first? I guess I'm supposed to. Okay. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. Neptune. What? Ignore you? Okay, well, I'm in the middle of it, so.
I'm so sorry. I needed to return your phone. And I needed to bring Ozzy.
Okay. I love you. Give me a hug. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay. Then while you're waiting for him, can you water the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll give you something to do.
Okay.
He's probably going to want to go out there with you. If he starts whining, I'll let him out. Okay. Thank you. Bye, honey. Love you too.
Oh, wait. I need my button. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's all good. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Such is the life of being a single parent. And living in an extremely tiny place. Okay, let's get more on these. Oh, why did I pick this one up? That's so odd. I guess I'm supposed to. Okay. I'm going to pick some from these. Good thing I'm going to be time stamping these. Ozzy. Okay, buddy, that's it. I'll be right back. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Okay, so for the first week of September, don't you start now. You have the Ace of Cups over the High Priestess. So when it comes to new beginnings, your intuition is dead on. You should be trusting your instincts and your intuition concerning a renewal of love or romance in a relationship that has existed for you for a while now, or this could be a renewal of a relationship. Here we go. There's new love in the relationship, or your heart is opening up, or you want your heart to open up. You want a new beginning with love in your relationship, or a new way of expressing love in the relationship. Your intuition knows best on what to do to bring this about. Okay. I suppose for a very few of you, this could be that, I'm not really getting this, but I suppose it could be going on with one person since it came to mind. You could temporarily have a crush on someone else while you're in a relationship, or there's somebody who's come in that you have strong feelings for, and you're trying to sift deep inside of yourself what is actually going on with this attraction here, if this is actually real or something you should pay attention to or something that you should let go of. But I'm not really getting that for the majority of you. I'm getting that this is wanting a renewal of love and romance in the relationship, or there is one happening now. Everybody goes through ebbs and flows with how they feel and what they're doing with their lives in general, especially when it comes to relationships that you've been in a while. Sometimes you go through temporary periods where you forget how special the other person is, or vice versa, or how special the connection is. But it looks as if you really need a new beginning or a newfound sense of joy, or you want to see someone again. That could be it too. So let's get into this. And I'm also getting that this Ace of Cups can be a spiritual awakening as well. Ow, that hurts, buddy. Come on. Cooperate with me. Cooperate with me. No clawing me. So up on the top, with the Ace of Cups, you have Mars, your ruler. You want this, and you're ready to do whatever it takes to make this happen. Even if this is someone that you've had a strong connection with and a friendship with, but you're ready to take it to another level and have it become a romantic relationship. I know that this is for those of you that are in a relationship, but like I said, things aren't always so black and white. But you want this badly, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to make this happen. Okay. Or you're feeling very strongly attracted to somebody at this time. So with that one, hey, no, leave me alone. I already fed you. Maybe I hid your food. Let's do that. I hope that you'll go away. Okay. With this Mars, you have the world, which is ruled by Saturn. Maybe you're getting impatient, or you need movement now, and for whatever reasons, you've had to be extremely patient, or things have been drawn out longer than you would like them to be. You're ready for some kind of a rebirth or a renewal in the relationship, but there are certain karmic things that have had to be sifted through or worked out or learned, or just simply things have been slowed down or frustrating to some degree. But it does look as if there's a possibility here for a brand new beginning in the relationship or a new cycle. With it, you have the man. You want more romance, or you want more passion, or you want to see the other person more than you have been. You want to go out more and go have fun with your partner, or you want to go to social events together. Maybe things have gotten a little bit too mundane in some ways, or just too tied down to reality. You need a little fantasy now and then. Let me see about this man. This could be an actual man that you're with. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be a man, I mean. What is going on with this man? This man's torn, or doesn't know what direction to go in, or is trying to juggle a lot right now. It could be that he's been working a lot, or you have been working a lot, or both of you have been building on your dreams together, but you have to come up with some kind of a choice on logistics or strategies on how to move forward or how to have this new beginning. So down on the bottom, there's the High Priestess with Neptune. You may be having vivid dreams at this time, or vivid hunches, strong hunches, intuitions, gut reactions to things. It's trying to tell you something, but at the same time, don't get too carried away with what you get, because with Neptune in here, it could be slightly misconstrued, or you may not be getting all of it as 100% accurately. And so take your time before you react to anything. to really feel out what these things are. And again, you want more romance, you want unconditional love or a more softness in the relationship, and you want old conflicts or old rocky periods to pass so that both of you are moving on, resolving conflicts and moving on to a much more peaceful future. This is because you love each other. You love this person. There's a strong heart connection with this person. So naturally, if you want to open up your heart chakra more, bring more magic into the relationship, it can be just something that's naturally happening at this time as well. It's not something that you have to make happen. This may just be something that's happening, is things are finally evolving or moving on from past cycles onto a much newer cycle in the relationship that has to do with romance and love and working things out. Conflict resolution, being able to talk things out peacefully, being able to resolve conflicts for the sake of the love. And also possibly relocating or moving to go be with them or them towards you, or both of you are relocating together or possibly moving into a completely new direction together. Okay, so the second week of September, 2 2s. Let's see, which way can you see it better that way? Okay. This one. I put the other ones back. Nice. This is actually really sweet for the second week of September. The two of you seem rather unified and very much in love, or have a renewal of your love in the relationship. And not only that, excitement over future ventures or future adventures together. It seems as though the two of you are on the same page as each other. Or if you haven't been in the past, you definitely are now, or you're working on it. And you have some kind of a choice to make on where you go next or what you do next together. Maybe for those of you that have been in this relationship for quite some time, you have had a period of, or a cycle or a period of time where things got very much about the everyday reality or keeping up with things or finishing something off. But this looks like a brand new cycle in the relationship where you're looking towards the horizon of future things you would like to do together. And this seems very different from whatever you had going on in the past. Maybe the two of you have had common dreams or things that you have been wanting to do together, but because of finances or circumstances or something, obligations or something, it wasn't happening at that time, but it seems as though it's possible now. Up on the top with the Two of Wands, you have Clover, which is luck, and you have Jupiter, the planet of luck, which happens to be in Sagittarius this year, which is trined your energy. So Jupiter should be helping you out this year, honestly. And it seems as though Jupiter sees that you've been trying really hard in the past and is making the way easier for the two of you, possibly giving you new opportunities, new offers, new possibilities, breakthroughs, good luck, especially with the clover here. Clover and Jupiter both have to do with luck and expansion, expanding outwards, exploration, truthfulness. So it seems as though it's very possible for the two of you to attract to yourselves a great deal of luck at this time, especially if it has to do with ventures or adventures or spreading out or expanding, or even long distance travel or long range plans or dreams. You should have some kind of a lucky breakthrough in this week that would further along your future dreams or make them seem more possible to the two of you, where more things are opening up to you than before. Maybe some certain doors were closed off before, but it seems as though they're opening now. On the bottom, there's the Two of Cups and the Child and Pisces. And so I see a resurgence of childlike love in the relationship where you're able to see each other's inner childs or your vulnerable spots within your being. To treasure the other person's vulnerability and romantic soul, and vice versa, where you can truly be yourselves with one another and feel safe enough emotionally to be able to do so, where you nurture each other, especially on a imaginative, spiritual, creative way. There's definitely new dreams. Some of you may be deciding to have a child. Some of you may be deciding to go with a childhood dream that you had. To take care of each other as if you would with a dear child, but not to say that either one of you is childish, but to be soft and caring and nurturing towards each other, to be compassionate towards each other. There's a great deal of romance, joy, and childlike wonder in this, where you don't know everything. There is no way of knowing everything. Let me see if I can get a little bit more information about this. Or if you have children together, you're spending more time on your relationship and your relationship with your child. Creating happy memories. And this child can also be a dream or a pet dream that you're ready to go after or you're ready to go explore. And it seems as though the two of you are on the same page with this. And also seeking the truth. But I'm getting a really good feeling from this combination. It's like the two of you are determined to follow your dreams together. You truly appreciate each other. Okay. So for the third week of September, let's see. What's going on with the 10 of Wands? Very interesting, you guys. Okay. Concerning your dreams, you've got the Pisces card again from the week before. All of a sudden, in the third week of September, you start doubting the possibility of this because you feel tied down to things you already have existing. Maybe there's only a certain amount of money you have, or you already have certain things in existence that you have to keep up with. And so it's not so easy for you to just fly freely into the future towards your dreams. You start wondering what your limitations with all of this is, or what's actually really possible here. But I'm getting, because I would read this in a different way with the other cards, except for the fact that this one is so similar to the Pisces card. This is the Anchor card, which in this particular Lenormand deck, look at how similar they are. It's two mermaids next to each other. With this Anchor card, I'm getting that you need to stay loyal and true and anchored to your dreams, but also to be realistic with them. Being realistic does not mean that you have to let go of your dreams. And fully following your dreams, you definitely have to have a certain amount of anchoring or practicality in order to bring these things into being. So not to fly too high, but not to think that certain things are impossible when they are possible. It's about finding a middle path with these dreams. And if your worries about whether or not you can actually, cards are flying everywhere, something about this feels like it's too much, or it's a little bit overwhelming, or you want to do this, but you're tied down to other things that you're still dealing with. If some of those burdens that you're worried about have something to do with money, it seems as though you can have the money, or generate the money, or come up with the money, or the resources in order to make these dreams happen. As far as manifesting your dreams go, whatever this happens to be, for everyone, it can be completely different. Since my daughter showed up earlier, I'll confide in you guys and tell you what one of her dreams is. My daughter's quite the business girl. She wants to eventually go to business school and then open up a used bookstore / cafe called the Bigfoot Cafe. She's been planning this thing for years. She's only 11 right now, but that's her dream. You know, everybody has a dream, or everybody has something that they have always wanted to do or wanted to nurture more in their lives. And you shouldn't be letting this burdened feeling get in the way, or this overwhelming feeling get in the way. My advice to people who want to open up something or begin something, maybe it's just because I have Saturn conjunct my sun, but my advice is to start off small and expand as you go, rather than starting huge. That's my advice for anyone, especially when they want to start a new business, or some kind of get a new house, or live in a new location, whatever your dream happens to be. Start off small and practical and expand from there, rather than starting big. When people start off too big with a dream, sometimes it's a flash in a pan, or they realize it's just too much all at once in the beginning for them to have to handle. So, I mean, your dreams, what I'm getting in here is that they're meant to grow, or meant to happen. So it's not going to fall apart. If you're starting something new in your relationship, start small and expand from there, rather than expecting too much all at once in the very beginning of this new cycle. And try your best to realize that there still is magic in the world. And when you think positively and are brave enough to go towards something anyway, regardless of how burdened you may feel at this time, you'd be surprised at what ends up happening to help you along the way. Small tools here and there, small breakthroughs, small miracles, things will work out when you have a positive attitude, rather than a overwhelmed, laden down attitude. And so down on the bottom, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is where you want to be together, or this is what you want. With it, you had the House. You may feel tied down by your existing reality, or this may be what you want to create. This may be your dream that you want to create, and you're getting very practical about it. And then I got two opposing cards. You have Leo and Aquarius, which are opposites. So what I'm getting here is that there's a balance here. You can't think that you're going to do all of this on your own, because it's going to prove to be too backbreaking to do all of this on your own, or have that mindset about it, is that it's all on your part or your doing. Instead, realize that other people can help, or the more the merrier when it comes to supporting some kind of a dream or something that you want to do. It's important. If we're looking at this as just your relationships, instead of a dream that the two of you in the relationship are creating together, then it's important for you to have romance in the relationship, feel treasured by each other, but also to balance it out with having mutual friends, community pursuits, other things that you do outside of the relationship as well, and to have both of these coexist together instead of one more on one side than the other. If this is a dream that you're manifesting together, don't feel as if you have to do it all on your own. You can have others involved, maybe a cooperative, or other people can help with different areas of this dream. It seems as though you want to shine, and you want to be yourself, and you want to show what you're capable of, but you also need a tribe, or you need a group, or you need other people that can also bring in necessary insights that you would never be able to think of, because they're other people. Something about this attitude of balancing these two things can help bring these things into being. And also, Leo rules subjectivity, Aquarius rules objectivity. So to reach this kind of balance in your relationship as well, where neither one of you is too removed and neither one of you are getting too personal about things too. And you may need help rather than carrying everything yourself, or the feeling of that. If you can combine your energies with other people at this time, it actually will bring a lot more breakthroughs than if you try to do it on your own. Even if it means just simply asking other people for their opinion, as long as you trust their opinions. So the last week of September is interesting. You got one card that's upside down, which is a pretty rare occurrence in my readings. We'll see. Okay, let's see. What is going on with the Ace of Pentacles upside down? Ah, wow. Okay, I have to pick one more and then I'll try to make sense out of it. Okay. Okay. For the last week of September, you have Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, over the Ace of Pentacles upside down. This Wheel of Fortune, which is ruled by Jupiter, is reminding me of that Jupiter card and Clover card earlier, where you have some kind of lucky breakthrough, or the fates are just trying to break your front door down in order to bless you with something. But it does involve taking a risk, or something is fated in this matter. But for whatever reasons, it seems as though it's slow to get off the ground or slow to grow, or you're not sure if this will happen or not, or you're not sure if this is really going to grow or how to make this happen. If for some of you, you are wanting to have a baby with your partner and you're both on the same page about it, it may be that you're trying to get pregnant at this time and you may have some, it may be slow in coming, or you may have some delays with being able to get pregnant, but that does not mean that you're not capable of it. I just want to put that out there for someone. Don't become too discouraged if it doesn't happen right away. It will eventually happen. You just have to keep on trying. If you've been wanting to move someplace together, wanting to start a business together, wanting to do anything together, or you want some kind of a new solid beginning in the relationship where things are much more fortunate together in the future than they have been in the past, something about this, maybe some things you've been through in the past, are making you doubt the possibility that this can actually really happen. But let's get into it. So with the Wheel of Fortune, which is with the lilies and with the whip. Distinct messages with this. One is that your spirit guides are trying to get through to you that they're ready to gift you or bless you with something, or they're trying to bring an opportunity to you. They want to see you try harder, or they want to whip you into shape. It's almost like your guides have been trying to help you all along, but you haven't heard them, or you haven't been aware of it, or you didn't see these opportunities even when they were right in front of your face. And so your guides actually are getting a little annoyed with you, and they really need you to pay attention to the signs that they're giving you. I'm getting that they've been already giving you signs, and perhaps you just didn't notice them, or you didn't see them, or if you did, you doubted that they were actually signs when they were. You are about to have some kind of a huge lucky breakthrough, but you have to have your eyes open and you have to do something too. They're telling me you have to do something. You can't sit on the fence, or you can't doubt yourself too much. You have to take action, or you have to show that you have learned, or show that you're paying attention. It's like they've been trying to tell you something for a long time, and they're at a point now where they're getting aggravated and they really need you to pay attention. This can also mean, pardon me, I have to be blunt with these things. Sometimes it's hard to find the right polite words to say it. But I'm also seeing in here that some of you, it may be that your partner is not home enough, or your partner works too much, or somehow the sexuality in your relationship or the intimacy in your relationship has not been there the way that it used to be. And so you're cracking down on your partner saying, hey, I really need us to be intimate, or I need this more, or I need you home more, or I need to do things with you more. It seems as though perhaps some of you feel as if the intimacy has been lacking, or it's not the same the way that it used to be. And so you're trying to get through to your partner. Either this or this is your partner is trying to get through to you. Or you could be trying to get through to them that you need more intimacy than what you've been getting. But that's just one small thing in here. With this, you have, oh, there goes my dog. You have Cancer. It seems as though either you or your partner needs more emotional nurturing or emotional displays of love or a feeling of belonging in the relationship. You need to feel as though you belong to your partner, or your partner needs to feel this way. Maybe you've been getting a little bit insecure because you're not connecting emotionally the way that you used to with your partner, or this is a temporary funk period. Or it could be that both of you want to move in together, or want to move to a new home, or want to do something with your home together, but something needs to happen. Another way I could read this is that you are getting frustrated with the fates, which, by the way, is not a good thing to do. The fates are way more powerful. You may be annoyed because this good fortune is not happening the way that you would like to see it happen, or you've been doing all of the things necessary. You really need some kind of a breakthrough and you're starting to get annoyed. Or you need to get away on some kind of a trip or an adventure together where you can hole up in like an inn room or a bed and breakfast or a hotel room and really get intimate and really feel a renewal of the emotions involved in the relationship, or possibly to conceive a child. If you don't want to conceive a child, I'm not telling you that you will. But for those of you that do, definitely seems connected to some kind of a trip or a new change in the relationship. So down below, you have the Ace of Pentacles upside down. With it, you have the bouquet. So again, I'm kind of getting that you're over it. You need more romance in the relationship, or you need to feel treasured by your partner more, or you simply just need them to pay more attention to you. Or it could be that there is a lot of love there and there are no problems with intimacy, but the two of you really do have some kind of a dream that you want to create, or some kind of new opportunity that you're waiting to arrive. And for whatever reasons, it's slowed down at the end of the month, where maybe there's some delays, or there's a frustrating feeling of, well, what if we don't have enough? Or what if this doesn't work out? But look at this. You've got the moon and you have Luna, which is also the moon. You have two moons together. And then when you look at the top, you also have Cancer. You have 3 Cancer cards in this last week. So there's an emphasis on emotional nurturing, possibly creating a family or dealing with your children if you already have children or babies. This can be needing to be soothed, needing to be comforted, needing to know that you belong. And this could also have something to do with your mom too, or this could have something to do with where you live or your home. But there's a really strong emphasis on this archetype in the last week of September. Something to do with children, the home, emotional nurturing, or simply just feeling really vulnerable or really emotionally sensitive at this time. And so it's important to get that nurturing that you need, or they need. Or something about a home. If you're wanting to move in together or wanting to find the perfect home together, if there have been certain delays, trust on the fates to bring you to just the right place, and you will find it. Or this could be a dream that has something to do with Airbnbs, hotels, soup kitchens, homeless shelters, housing, real estate, something. So with all those moon cards, you have the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. Make sure you're being really clear with your guides on what you want. And if you are entering some kind of a contract during this period or some kind of an agreement, make sure you read all of the fine print and that you have everything worded just so, to make sure that there are no misconstrued information or communications involved here. Concerning emotional intimacy in your relationship, communication in the relationship should be balanced, and with the idea of reconciliation or problem solving together, where you're both are able to actually intellectually talk about these things without getting too bent out of shape or too emotionally reactive. And that will bring a lot of healing to the relationship, where you're able to work out any differences you might have or any kinks that might be going on, even if it's just external outside of the two of you. Things can be worked out. So hopefully that helped or made sense. I'm going to go deal with my dog because he's been crying outside. Okay, I wish you all the best. Hopefully that made sense. I guess you'll just have to wait and see. And like I said, I'm going to be time stamping these where you can read. I've actually been experimenting with watching my own. And I found sometimes it's the week after that week or the week before that week. So things are never really all that set in stone when it comes to timing. But it's interesting how it won't make sense in the beginning, but then after it happens, a lot of times it'll make sense, or it just may not make any sense at all, and it's not your reading. I love you guys. Take care, and I shall see you soon. Bye. Okay, buddy.